Hello, I'm going to teach you guys the base clef line notes today. I'm just going to go through them real quickly, but there's a few ways that I remember them or that I teach other people how to remember them that doesn't actually follow this sentence. Let me show them to you in order. Okay, so I've got, that's a G. I remember the sentence that says, great big dogs fight aliens. All right, so that's great big. You see that okay? There we go. Dogs fight aliens. Great big dogs fight aliens. Okay, so those notes, what they actually are is G for great, E, D, F, A. Now you can memorize those and then you can count up to see which note you're on whenever you're playing. Eventually you'll just know all of them. Keep working with your flashcards, keep reviewing this video, or find an online website that reviews you on your note names. You can download apps that review you on your note names, or you can just keep doing this. I'm gonna go over some more things. One way you can remember this is Alien A. Let me draw a picture. If you're my student, you've seen me do this before, but let me just show you this. Okay, so I'm going to make 5 lines real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that one's a little close. That's okay. All right, so we've got great big dogs fight aliens, and obviously this is just in the base clef. So it's just in the one that looks like, oh, that's a terrible job, but you guys get it. Just in the one that looks like this. Okay, base clef. I like to think of this top one as being Alien A because it's the only one that has room for him to have his little eyeballs sticking up out of his head like this. Okay? If he was on any other line, his eyeballs would run into a different line. Like if he was here, his eyeballs would run into this and he wouldn't have room for his eyeballs. Okay, so Alien A is the one where his eyeballs have room to stick way up off of his head like this. Okay, so that's Alien A. We could count up like this anyway. One, great big dogs fight aliens, and we would know that's Alien A. Or we can just remember that that's the one that has room for his eyeballs, Alien A. Okay. Another one that's easy to remember is diddle diddle D. Hey diddle diddle, D's in the middle. So it's the very middle line. It's 1, 2, 3 up, or 1, 2, 3 down. Hey diddle diddle, D's in the middle. All right. So there's your D. You guys have probably learned this one a long time ago. F clef. It's on the same line between the dots. And it's also on the same line as this dark spot is here. Okay? So this is F clef F. This is F. So now we know diddle diddle D, F, F clef F, and Alien A. The other one that you can remember just by looking at it is ground G because it's all the way down on the ground. Okay? Ground G. So these 4 notes ought to be fairly easy to just look at the staff and know where it is. F clef F is between the dots. It's on the line. Even if it's way over here, it's still on the line between the dots. Alien A is the only one that you can draw those eyeballs on. Diddle diddle D is in the middle. Can you find the one that's in the middle? Oh, I gave him some big eyeballs that time. Wow, really big eyeballs. Whoa, okay. Diddle diddle D is in the middle here. And ground G is sitting on the ground. All right, so then if you can just remember what these are, The only one you have to remember now is B. And you can just remember that it's the second line up. There might be a more clever way to remember that, but I have never thought of another way to do it. Okay, so now study this as long as you want to. Let me write some of these in. F clef F, diddle diddle D, alien A, and ground G. So study those as long as you want. I'm going to go ahead and write that this one is B because maybe you can just, I'm not using a mouse. I'm just using my finger on my mouse pad. So that's making some pretty bad letters. Okay, so, but maybe you can study this a little bit and get good at those. Or you can just remember, great big dogs fight aliens. Okay, so now that I've taught you a little bit of that, let me just quiz you. I'm gonna go in order at first. So try to guess what that is. You can pause me because I'm not gonna wait very long. So you can pause me while you're thinking. Okay, that's a G, great big dogs. Give you a little bit of time. That one's a B, great big. That one's a D, great big dogs. That's F, great big dogs fight. And that one's A, great big dogs fight aliens. All right, now I'm gonna mix them up. What's that? A, you can think alien A, or you could think great big dogs fight aliens. What's that one? That's an F. You can think F clef F because it's on the line between the dots. It's also on the same line with this big part here. Or you can think great big dogs fight. That one's a B. That's the only one I didn't have a trick for, but you can still think great big and still figure it out very quickly. What's that one? That one's a G, ground G, or great big. And that one? D, hey diddle diddle D's in the middle, or great big dogs. All right, I'm gonna mix them up again. What is that one? G. If you forget how to arrive at that conclusion, if you forget how to tell that's a G, you can rewind this and watch the beginning a lot of times until you learn. What's that one? F. And you can pause me if you need more time. What's that? That one's A. B. C. Oh, and we're back to the beginning. I'm going to mix them up again. I'm going to get a little bit faster. C. B. S. G. A. All right. One more time and we'll go a little bit faster this time. G. B. C. F. A. They were in order. I didn't even know they were going to be in order. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed that. Let's do one more time. Let's do an out of order one, and I'll still go kind of fast. All right. F. B. C. A. B. All right, you got this. So if you're having trouble, just keep going back to the beginning. Okay, bye.